Hi everybody, and welcome back to Kimbo's Comfort Kitchen, and today we are going to talk about hot dogs, specifically Danish hot dogs. I will be doing a series on hot dogs from around the world, but today it's Danish. Now, the Danes didn't get the hot dog until 1921 from the United States, and they, of course, decided to make it their own. The primary difference between a Danish hot dog and an American hot dog is that it's about 80% pork and it's very red. They put a red dye on it if it didn't sell that day, so that people knew that they were buying day-old Danish hot dogs. Why that's important, I don't know. The other thing is I can't actually get the Danish hot dogs here, so I had to substitute with a European wiener, which has got the same proportion of pork in it and tastes very similar, but it doesn't have the red dye. So if you're wondering, for all you Danes out there, why that's not looking like a real Danish hot dog, that's why. Picky, picky, picky. And so let's get to it. The famous Danish hot dog. Now I've done up two different ways. As I mentioned before, I can't get the Danish red hot dogs or the røde pølser, but I get a European one which is very similar. It doesn't have the red dye in it, but the makeup is very similar inside. So for our purposes today, it's going to be just fine. This one has just been boiled, and this one has been boiled and then slightly fried. I prefer the slightly fried one, and I've taken the liberty of heating up a bun. I've cut the ends off because this more resembles the bun in a Danish hot dog. Unlike the American ones where they can have the really huge buns and a lot of bread, Danish hot dogs aren't built that way. So I'm going to make this one first. I'm going to put some remoulade. Whoops. And you can get the recipe for the remoulade on YouTube on Kimbo's Comfort Kitchen, as well as on my website. And I've got a mustard, a European mustard. It's not super hot, a bit tangy. And it's not Dijon either though. You could use Dijon if you wanted to, but that's not what they're doing in the Danish hot dog. So remoulade hot dog, and I know now you're gonna freak out, Americans, because I'm putting ketchup on the hot dog, and I know a lot of Americans do not like ketchup on their hot dogs, but the Danes, we do. So, and then I'm going to use the hot dog like that. The order you put them in, a lot of people like to put them on top. It makes it look prettier. But personally, I like it this way so that it doesn't all come out in the end. Actually, I'm going to put the onions next. Now, some people like to use just fresh diced onion. I like the crispy onions. And this is a slit, or as we call it in English, Danish cucumber salad, which you can also find the recipe for that on YouTube or on my website. It's not that hard, it's super easy to make. But essentially, that is a Danish hot dog. Let me give you a close up here. There you go. That's the real deal, without the red dye. And I'm about to munch down on this one. So until next time, hope everybody's well, and we'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye.